We've freshened up Oshkosh today with a new look. We've got a new format, new sound, and a new logo, but you can still count on us for all the awesome community events going on right here in Oshkosh. On this episode of Oshkosh Today, hear how you can feel a little Italian right here in Oshkosh with the Explore Italy Art Benefit Auction, an elegant evening to raise funds for the Cerebral Palsy of Mideast, Wisconsin programs. The Oshkosh Music Artist Series helps support music education in our K-12 school system. The latest upcoming concert at Beckett's will be one of the most expansive choir performances in Oshkosh history. The Oshkosh Area Community Band is unlike any other and is back in the studio to tell us about their mission as well as some upcoming concerts. We'll get into the Halloween spirit with the Oshkosh Zooloween Boo at the Menominee Park Zoo. We'll get a little preview of what's to come this year at this popular event. The Altrusa Club of Oshkosh is bringing the Harlem ambassadors to Oshkosh for a night of fun for the whole family, all to support the Oshkosh Police Department and Fire Department. We'll take a few minutes to focus on health with our friends at Aurora Healthcare to learn about exercise-induced vocal cord dysfunction.
Oshkosh Today. Oshkosh Today is supported in part by the Friends of OCM and Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. Oshkosh Today, your connection to events and organizations in the Oshkosh area.
Welcome to Oshkosh Today. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed our new look of the show. As always, we're excited to bring you another great episode. I'm your host, Emily Mikowski, and now we are joined by our friend Connie Carmichael from the Cerebral Palsy of Mideast, Wisconsin, to tell us a little bit about the latest event you have coming up here.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's Amore.
That's Amore.
That's right. Thank you, Gary, for playing that for me. That means love, and who doesn't love Italy, and who doesn't love all the things that Italy is about?
Yes, and so the whole theme behind this is exploring Italy, and it's an art benefit and an auction.
It is. It's going to be coming up on October 17th at the Oshkosh Convention Center, and doors open at 5:30, and we have so much fun planned. It's not just an art auction, it's a fun dinner, entertainment, just a great night, and everybody is so excited about this event.
Yes, so it's not, like you said, not only an auction, but there's also dinner, so maybe you can tell us a little bit about that first.
Absolutely. Actually, when you walk in the doors at 5:30, we have entertainment from Hysterical Productions, so you walk in and you feel like you're in Italy. They're a comedian act. They're going to be speaking Italian and doing some cute little Italian jokes and just having fun with the crowd. Then you come in and you register, and as you enter the room, the convention center, there's going to be Italian hors d'oeuvres, butler style, walking around with Italian hors d'oeuvres, and it's going to be an Italian dinner. It's going to be great. And then Hysterical Productions are also performing during the dinner part, so dinner theater, and they have a little something special planned right before the dinner.
Ooh, very exciting.
Yes.
And an Italian dinner, who doesn't like Italian food?
Oh,
so
absolutely.
It's sure not to disappoint. The Hysterical Productions being there, is that something that's new this year to have that entertainment during dinner like that?
It is, and we wanted to stay with the theme, and it's kind of like a little bit of old world Italian, and they are just great. They helped us out at Gallery Walk and at the Farmers Market as well, and the crowd just loved them. They're so funny and just fun to be around.
So fun. And it's also an art auction, so
Yes.
maybe you can talk about some of the artists and some of the things that'll be up for auction.
We are so excited. We are going to have a live auction. One of the pieces that I'm wearing today is from Reimer Jewelry. That's one of our nicer pieces for our live auction. And we also this year have a professional auctioneer, something new that we haven't had in quite a while. And he is great. He is from Iola. His name is Sterling Strath, and we met him last week, and he's just going to bring his own entertainment and his own crew, and it's going to be big fun. But with the live auction, we have quite a few nice pieces. We even have a Charles Schultz autographed Snoopy sketch.
Oh my gosh.
So that's something unique. We have art coming from, we have an art piece that came from Hawaii. We have a really unique cigar box guitar, and it really plays.
I know,
it's
you were telling us about
amplified.
that. That's amazing.
The Bruce Lee Rose from Rose Instruments donated that from Nina. We have pieces from all over the place, from Madison, just Minnesota, quite a few pieces.
And you can find all the pieces if you want to get a little bit of a preview on the website.
Right, absolutely. As you can see there, there's Reimer's necklace. Butcher Block has donated Meat of the Month for a whole year.
Oh my gosh.
Kim and Mary Beth from Butcher Block. There's the guitar, the cigar box guitar, and anybody who loves music would love this. You play it in the amplifier and it just plays awesome. It's so great. We have the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games movie is coming out in November, and we were very fortunate to get a piece that's autographed by the entire staff or the entire crew of the Hunger Games. So that's another
That'll
unique
be a hot
piece.
item.
And keep in mind, we don't have everything listed on our website, but we do have some of the featured artists that are going to be on our at the auction. We have everything from stained glass to pottery to ceramic bowls and things. Very unique pieces. We also have from multi-storage unit full free storage for a year as well. So it's not just art; it's other things as well. And we're going to have a silent auction, the live auction, and then we also have a box drawing for other art as well.
Wonderful. And we have to get a shot of your beautiful necklace. They showed a picture of it, but we got to see a closer look at. I mean,
it has to go back after the show.
I know they're gonna have to pry it out of your little hands.
I know, but Paul and Lori Wagner, they're very generous. They support our organization throughout the year. And yes, I can't keep it. I just get to wear it during the show, and then it goes back.
Very nicely under our studio lights, and I appreciate you bringing it in, so I get to see a little preview. But
yeah, so we all appreciate everything they do for us as well. But they've been very supportive. And an artist that works with Paul, Ted Wilcox, he's going to have a couple of pieces at our event as well. He always does amazing work. I believe he's going to have a pottery piece and then one of his paintings, which is gorgeous, and he always does awesome work.
Wonderful. So anyone who loves art, this is something you don't want to miss, because there's a lot of huge opportunities for the collector.
Oh,
really.
Absolutely. And just come, I mean, just what a great night out. I mean, just come. It is Sweetest Day weekend, so
timing.
Why not bring your sweet and come to this event, because you get dinner and theater, all kinds of entertainment and great food and just fun. It's a fun night.
And it's all for such a good cause.
It
Maybe
is.
you can tell us a little bit about where the money is going to be going for
Absolutely. All the money raised goes to help our programs at Cerebral Palsy of Mideast, Wisconsin, from our basic needs program to help out with our respite house, to our all the different clients from Watoma to Oshkosh and all of our 9 counties. We have over 1,200 clients that we serve. So all of the money raised goes to help all of our clients, from Camp Sandy Wheels on to all the different cooking programs, Get Fit programs. We have some great clients, and they really appreciate all the support.
Yes, and it's just amazing all the events that your organization puts on. You know, you were just in here for the tailgate party, and now for something like this. It's such a wide variety that anyone, you know, it's something for everyone.
Well, you're giving and you're having fun at the same time. It's a good feeling to give, but by the same token, it's great to have fun while you're giving.
Yes.
One of the things I didn't mention is this year we're having Rob and Louise from WAUH The Bug. They're going to be our MCs this year, and they are, shall I say, a hoot and a half. They are a great
so
couple,
fun.
and they're so fun. We really enjoy them, so we're excited to have them on board as well. An exclusive company. I can't say enough about Derek at Exclusive Company. He donates all of his time and everything to help us out at the event with all of the lighting. It's going to just be all kind of red, white, and green, all Italian-like. And Empire Pictures is great. They're going to be helping us out with all the technical ends of things. I can't thank everybody, but I do thank everybody. I just can't mention them all today.
Yes, there's too many, and it becomes a community event. Everybody is a part of it, and everybody's working towards the same common goal. It's just great.
Absolutely.
Is there still time for sponsorship and anything like that?
Oh, absolutely. Our everyone who comes to the event gets this really nice catalog. I almost like to call it a coffee table book, and it's about an 8.5 by 11 size book. And for sponsors, you'll be listed in there, whether you're a quarter-page ad or a full-page ad, but it's a really nice coffee table book. It's got all the artwork, and then in the back of the book, it's got a description of all the artists and their bios and everything. So if you like something you see here, but you want to get a different type of thing from that same artist, it has their information in it as well. And about a week before, we're going to print, I think on October 10th, around there. So we're still accepting sponsorship as well.
Still time to
Yes.
get in there.
Yes.
So we're just about out of time. If you want to let us know where can people find more information, not only about this event, but about CP of Mideast.
Sure. Well, the tickets are $5.50 for a table of 8, or $75 a piece, and you get a lot for your money. And you can go to our website at www.cpmideastwist.com. You can order online right there. You can also go to our office at 36 Broad Street, pick up your tickets there, or give us a call at 920-424-4071.
Wonderful. Well, we're really looking forward to the event, and I'm already in the mood with this beautiful music playing, getting us ready to go. So thank you so much for coming in today, Connie.
Thank you so much.
We're going to take a quick break here on Oshkosh Today, and when we come back, the Oshkosh Music Artist Series brought us out to Beckett's earlier this week, and we got to hear a little bit more about it. We'll be right back.
Looking to give back to the community? Want to help fight hunger in the Oshkosh area? You can by donating food, your time, or your money. The Oshkosh Area Community Pantry needs more than 250 volunteers to operate and can always use new faces to help with a wide variety of tasks. The pantry cannot do it without you. Please consider helping fight hunger in Oshkosh. For more information, visit us online at oacptoday.org. That's oacptoday.org.
Welcome back to Oshkosh Today, and thanks so much for joining us. Now we're here at the City Center in the Beckett's Atrium. I'm here with Justin Mitchell, editor for the Oshkosh Scene magazine, and you're going to tell us a little bit about the Oshkosh Music Artist Series.
Yes, I am. That is correct. We've got a show coming up in November.
And what exactly is this, the Oshkosh Music Artist Series, for those of us who don't know what it is? It's been going on for a little while.
Sure. We've had 4 concerts so far. The programming started in 2012. This will be our 5th concert. November 15th is the day. We're actually hosting this one here at the Beckett City Center Atrium. Our first 4 concerts had been at the Algoma Club. We wanted to take advantage of this facility for the special performance that we have planned for this one, featuring a plethora of choirs, right? So we've got choirs from North High School, West High School, Lourdes High School, University, including the University Handbell Choir. We've got the Oshkosh Chamber Singers, and then there's some special guests such as Sean Lynch, who is a product of Oshkosh choir programming. We've got a harp player. We've got some a cappella groups that are going to be doing some Beach Boy work.
Wow. Big night.
Yeah, it's an exciting night.
Yes, and you couldn't ask, I mean, this is a great place to have a concert of that size, really. I know you're going to have a lot of people moving around, a lot of switching between acts.
Right,
So
I'm thinking that there's going to be, 100 to 150 performers, and we have some fun things up our sleeve for the night. So this will be a good space for that.
yes, and the whole concert series, it's all for a great cause. If you want to talk about that, where the proceeds from these things come from.
Our formula for the Oshkosh Music Artist Series is pretty simple. We want to take advantage of the exceptional local music talent, whether it be choir, or we've done a show featuring bluegrass, we've done a classical music show, we've done a jazz show. And so we want to pair the musical talent with a recognition that there's an importance and a need to help support local music education. So 100% of all ticket sales for every concert is donated to a target music education area. This show in particular will benefit Oshkosh North, West, and Lourdes high school choirs. So far in our first 4 shows, we've raised and donated $5,600 to fund music education And we have ambitious goals for this one. To target is $2,800 that we'd like to raise, but the sky's the limit, right?
Yes, amazing. And it tends to be that the arts get a little bit overlooked in school. So it's great that there's this opportunity here in Oshkosh to raise funds for that.
Sure. Over the summer, kind of in recognition of the importance of supporting the arts, and in recognition of the contributions that we've been able to make, the superintendent and the school board awarded the Music Artist Series with a certificate of recognition for our continued support and donations. So.
Wow, great. And it sounds like you guys are doing so well, and there's only room for growth in this series. Maybe you can talk a little bit about what's behind this
Sure.
whole idea. I mean, who are the sponsors? Who organizes these big concerts?
Right. So it's a group of dedicated businesses and individuals who really have a passion for music. The Oshkosh scene, we've made that kind of a priority for our paper to promote and support local arts. I represent the scene as the editor. We have Hyde Music. Kristen Mazarek has been a great supporter. Hyde is our music sponsor. So in addition to raising funds for music education, we've paid musicians. So we don't just ask them to come and play for free. So in our first 4 shows, we paid a little over $2,000 out to musicians. Beckett's and Chris Larson has been great. Even when the shows weren't here, they still provided sponsorship to help pay for the promotional costs. The Algoma Club and Manila, Marlo and Jesse over there have been great supporters. And while we're not having the show there this time, they are going to in turn be paying for our promotional costs with this next show. And then a lot of other partners, Jessica Johnson, who's just volunteering some of her time. The Convention and Visitors Bureau has been supportive. Cranky Pats is, they provided the jazz band, the University Jazz Band at our previous show with a pizza party. And so we've had a lot of good support from various community parties as well.
Sounds like you have a great team behind all of this, and
Sure.
a lot of interest. And like you said, the different restaurants that are involved always help out. And for this concert, the Beckett's will have food and drinks available, which is always great to have.
Right. Yeah. It's the shows are a blend of like a sit down, quiet, traditional concert with an environment that we still want to have it be spirited and fun. So you're able to have some drinks. You don't have to sit tight the whole show. So we kind of blend that setting with the focus on the music, as opposed to some shows where you might go and music is in the background. It's really the forefront here. We like to call these a musician's concert. So.
A performance.
Right, absolutely.
So for those of us who want to learn more, where can we go to find more information on the series and about the mission?
Absolutely. www.oshkoshmusic.org. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. It has information on where to get tickets, who's performing, past performances, about the cause, about the sponsors. I should note tickets aren't on sale yet. They go on sale October 24, and they are available at Manila Resto and at Hyde Music. Advance tickets are $10. Again, 100% of that ticket sale is donated to the choir programming. And tickets will be available at the door for $12 as well.
Excellent. Well, we're looking forward to it, and we've actually got one of the artists here, Sean Lynch, who's going to tell us a little bit more about his involvement in the artist series. So thanks so much, Justin.
Of course, thank you.
All right, Sean, so you're a big part of this concert series because the whole goal behind this is to benefit the Oshkosh choirs, and you're a product of Oshkosh choirs yourself. If you want to tell us a little bit about your story.
Oh yes, of course. I grew up in Oshkosh all throughout my life, and I started with choral music in the 6th grade at Tipler Middle School under the direction of Robin Oxley. And it's kind of a funny story because I started off being very terrible at singing. One day my mother called Mrs. Oxley crying, saying, "I heard my son practicing and he's so bad."
Oh my gosh.
But Mrs. Oxley continued to work with me, and eventually I advanced to a point where I was halfway decent, and then I continued with Herb Berenson at West. And he taught me many things about singing, and he's also the one who encouraged me to pursue it in college. And from there I went to University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh and earned my bachelor's degree in vocal performance.
Wow. And now where are you at right now?
Well, I just finished my master's degree at the University of Iowa.
Okay.
And I am now back living in Oshkosh. And from here, I'm just teaching voice lessons, and I actually have a series of auditions coming up.
Excellent. Well, best of luck to you for that.
Thank you.
And so you really focus on opera, isn't it? So
Yes.
that's just awesome. And what's your involvement in this concert this time around?
Well, I'm the featured soloist, so at the end of the concert, I'll be singing a couple of numbers that I've been working on.
Wonderful. And why is it important for people to be aware of the importance of Oshkosh choirs, and why should they come to this concert?
Well, I feel that the Oshkosh music education system has a lot of strengths, and I feel like I'm a prime example of that. And so that's kind of why I really am enjoying getting involved in this. So I feel like if we bring more attention and put more resources into it, we can have a truly phenomenal program here.
Yes, and you'll be a prime example of where all these kids singing can end up someday, so it's great. Well, we're really looking forward to seeing you perform at this concert, and thanks so much for telling us a little bit about your story.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break here on Oshkosh Today, and we'll be back in the studio with more right after this. Welcome back to Oshkosh Today. Now we're back in the studio, and we're here with the Oshkosh Area Community Band to hear what they are up to this fall. So I have John Morelli here from the Oshkosh Area Community Band to tell us a little bit more. So thanks for joining us today, John.
Thank you for having me.
So first off, if you want to just tell us, well, you've been a member of the band for quite a while. If you want to tell us about your experience.
Yes, I've been with the band for well over 20 years. Just having fun coming in, playing concerts, being able to entertain people in the area, which that's what it's about, is making them feel comfortable, having them come in, feel good, leaving afterwards, tapping their toes, and giving them a little entertainment.
Yes, a great way for people to kind of continue their musical hobbies outside. I think it's after high school that you like to recruit people, so it's open to anyone, really.
Correct. Anybody post high school, we like to have them in, and there's no auditions required. We rehearse on Monday evenings from 7 to 8:30, and it keeps it going, because if you've been in music through high school and you liked it, but then you get to college, you can't play, or it gives you the opportunity to come back and play again and have that fun, and not only that, but all the time and effort you put into learning how to play the instrument.
Yes, and you've got some concerts coming up. You don't always just get together and play for fun. You guys have, well, not it is for fun, but you have concerts that you do, and we've got the fall concert coming up on November 1st.
Correct. We're really looking forward to that. I believe it's our 27th anniversary concert, and it is fun. We're going to be doing quite a few different pieces, featuring different sections throughout the concert, which it gives the opportunity to show off different instruments for people. They may not understand how a different instrument works or sounds, so that's what's nice about that concert.
Kind of highlight the different aspects of a band, really.
Correct. I know we're going to be doing a trombone number by Henry Fillmore.
Okay.
And
which is your instrument.
That is my instrument, yes. And it's really nice because Fillmore did a lot for the trombone player, did a lot with smears, and what he was known for that. He was also known for a lot of the marches that he wrote. Most of his time writing was in the late 1800s when he wrote most of his marches. So he rivaled Sousa a lot at that time. And so he did that. And one of the biggest numbers that people may remember is Lasso's trombone. And that's, a lot of people will familiarize themselves with that when they think of trombones. We're going to do a carrot clarinet. It's going to feature the clarinet section, and then which includes Roger Becker from Becker Music right here in Oshkosh.
Okay.
And then we're also going to do a trumpet number, which features the executive director John Bastian and Brad Lloyd.
Very cool. So, you know, like you said, it really highlights each instrument that you might not always hear on its own, you know, with the different, the all aspects of the band together, but you don't always get to hear those specific pieces.
Correct, and that's where we, you know, that's what's fun about what we can do to entertain and educate people when they come to a concert.
Yes, and this particular concert is at Alberta Kimball Auditorium on Saturday, November 1st at 7. Admission is completely free.
Yes, it is. We do not charge. We do ask for donations. We have buckets as they come in, and we ask people to help support the band. None of us get paid. We all volunteer. But there are expenses that we look for. We have music. We always look for new music, which is very important. The trailer this year, we have to replace the tires on the trailer. And you know, there is a cost to that, and we have to come up with our money somehow, and that's how we get money to help support and fund the community band.
Yes, and the trailer is a fairly important aspect of the band as well, isn't it? Because without your instruments, it's kind of hard to play.
Well, that, and you know, we don't march for parades, so that's how we do the
yes.
parades. Is we ride on a flatbed trailer.
And you're always a highlight in the holiday parade. You guys do play in that as well. And I don't know, do you play in the 4th of July parade too?
We do the 4th of July parade also.
Yes, so people always look forward to seeing you guys in those parades too. And actually, for this upcoming show on November 1st, we got to talk about a little bit of an audience participation chance here.
Yes, we've done this before, and I know it is a fun number for the audience. We're going to be doing a number. It's a march, but it's called On the Mall, and which will require singing and whistling throughout by the audience along with the band. We're not going to judge people on pitch. Or
good,
by
so
their
I can come then.
Yes. So yeah, we're not going to judge people on the quality of vocal tone or anything like that. But yeah, it's a fun participation piece.
Wonderful. And you know, like we said, you're always looking for new members. How can people who are interested in possibly joining the band go about that?
I would suggest going on the website, Oshkosh Area Band Community, Oshkosh Area Community Band website, and off the top of my head, I don't have the email address, but Google them and contact the band that way. And they can come on a Monday night if they're interested in starting out, coming in on a Monday night at 7 o'clock at Oshkosh West High School. We rehearse in the band room. So those are two different ways that they can do that.
Wonderful. And everybody's welcome. You don't have to be any age or, after high school, obviously.
Post high school.
All experience levels are accepted?
Yes, they are.
Great.
Yeah, we have people from somebody that's starting up again, not necessarily a beginner, but to them they feel like it, to professional musicians that play in the band.
Okay. We had a couple minutes left. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about your future performances after this fall concert for the rest of the year?
Yes, we will be doing the holiday parade, November 13th, I believe, at 6:30. And so we're going to be in the parade.
Brave in the cold, hopefully not too cold.
Hopefully not too cold. That's
Yes.
correct. And then on December 14th, the community band always hosts what they call the Christmas Sing, the community sing at the Opera House. And we have the 3 different high school madrigal groups, North, West, and Lourdes. They come in and perform also.
Okay.
And then we take up a goodwill offering, and it goes to different nonprofits throughout Oshkosh. This year, the Christine Ann Center is going to be the beneficiary of that donation.
Great. Well, it sounds like you guys are really active throughout the community. And all of your concerts are recorded by Molly DeKaiser, who is one of our major submission people here at CATV too. So if you aren't able to make it to the concerts, you can watch them on TV too and online.
Yes, and we promise the sound quality is going to be there too for us.
Yes, it won't be quite the same, but
Right.
we encourage you to get out there to the actual concert, right?
Right, and if you can't make it to the concert and you're watching at home, feel free to clap with the audience.
Oh yes, and whistle and sing, and no one will judge you, right?
That's right.
Well, John, thanks so much for coming out and telling us all about the upcoming concert. Saturday, November 1st. We'll see you out there.
Sounds good. Thanks, Emily.
All right. We're going to take another break here on Oshkosh Today, and after that, we got out to the Menominee Park Zoo to hear a little bit more about this year's Zooloween booth. We'll be right back right after this.
Just what you say, it's how you say it. Respect is at the heart of civility, and it's a two-way street. If you want to get respect, you've got to show respect. So be the first to show it. Honor other people and their opinions, especially in the midst of a disagreement. Speak your piece and show respect. The Oshkosh Civility Project is a community-based effort. More information at oshkoshcivilityproject.org.
Welcome back to Oshkosh Today, and now we are at Menominee Park Zoo here in Oshkosh on this beautiful fall day. I'm here with Jenny McCullion. This park's going to look a lot different in a few weeks when it's transformed for the Zooloween Boo, yeah?
Yep, absolutely.
So when exactly is the event this year, the Zooloween Boo?
It's on October 18th and 19th from 11 to 3 p.m. both days.
Excellent. So a whole weekend of Halloween fun.
Yeah.
What exactly can we expect? What's going on the first day, Saturday?
Both days are kind of the same.
Oh, okay.
We offer kind of the same thing, different entertainers. So both days you can come in and different area businesses and organizations set up trick-or-treat stations. So the kids can trick-or-treat around from station to station and get candy or a safe item of choice, depending upon what that business likes to bring.
Okay.
We have all kinds of games. We have Pin the Tail and the Wolf, like a Plinko, shuffleboard, just all different kinds of games for the kids. Also contests. We have a pumpkin seed spitting contest for adults too, so we want to make sure the adults enter that category. We have coloring contests, costume contests both days, and then both days also we have a full lineup of entertainment, either strolling around the zoo and in the tent. We have a 40 by 60 entertainment tent. Oh my gosh. So we have people in there along with strolling around the zoo. So
definitely not a shortage of things to do throughout that time.
No.
Yeah. So in that tent, so you said you have entertainment. What kinds of things are going to be in there for people to enjoy?
That actually is our craft tent also. So
Okay.
this year, Joanne Fabrics has jumped on board and is helping us out with crafts. So the kids can come in and make all kinds of different little crafts in there while they're listening to. It can be listening to like a song and dance type music. We have magic people, we have clowns, balloon people. So just kind of depending upon what day or what time, you'll have all different kind of entertainment.
Yes. So you know the entertainment, and you think of Halloween. This isn't really like a scary kind of event type thing that you go to that you need to worry about the age of your child or anything like
nope,
that.
It's for all ages. We have lots of little peanuts out here. Also some of the older kids. We do have bounce houses too, I forget to mention, but we have a bigger one with the kind of a slide for the older kids, and then little just bounce houses for the younger kids. So there's really something for all ages, and all the costume contest and the seed spitting and everything, we have it all kind of age categories. So the little ones have their own category, and then the big kids, we have one too. So
perfect time to test out your Halloween costume before Halloween comes around. And I know you on the on the website and everything, it says there's raffles and prizes and things like that. What kind of stuff can we look forward to?
It's all we have some really good things that are donated this year. It's all kind of depends upon what businesses donate that we use. So we have anything from hotel stays to sports baskets to gift cards to Target so all kinds of fun stuff. Always the candy stores are good to us. Hughes's and Oaks Candy, it's an awesome thing for the fall. So, but yeah, every category we have different winners, different prizes, different packages, and things like that.
Okay.
We also have for the people participating in the organizations and businesses, we do kind of a most creative station. So Saturday and Sunday we have a different person that wins the most creative station for participating in the event. So that's kind of fun too, because everyone dresses in costume and they set up their table and
gives them a little bit of competition too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great. Are people still able, throughout this whole weekend, are they still able to come and look at all the animals at the zoo, or will a lot of them kind of be on their way out for the season?
That weekend we have all of our, the zoo is now closed for the season, but we will still have our permanent animals. So our wolves will be here, the elk will be here, the birds in the aviary, that kind of thing. But most of our exotics and farm animals have gone home to where we rent them from. So.
Great. So still a little bit of the zoo experience.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm sure you'll see a lot of little animals running around, large and small, on the trails. So what does it cost for anyone to come to this event?
Tickets are on sale as of Monday, last Monday. So you can get them out at Festival Foods or at our main parks office on Witzel. So it's $5 for an adult, $3 for a child, and 1 and under are free. So the price is the same if you buy it now or buy them at the door, the key is if you pre-buy your tickets, and you get to use the express lane at the gate. So you don't have to wait in line at all. You can just kind of give your tickets and walk in.
Right.
The lines can get pretty long, you know, on that day if it's a nice fall day. So we encourage people to pre-buy their tickets either at our parks office or at Festival Foods, and they don't have to wait.
Yes.
So.
And you know, this has really grown, I think, as an event over the years. How long has it been going on for?
This is our 12th year. So in every year we kind of, you know, we try to, actually new this year, we're going to be having the Rhythm Institute. They're going to be having a drum circle out here. So every year we try to kind of add something new and unique and something that the adults can enjoy too when their kids are trick-or-treating and things. So yeah, every year we kind of build a little bit, add a little bit, change a little bit, and just try to keep it fresh for everybody. So.
And I think like the community really gets involved as far as having the trick-or-treat stations and everything like that. If you are a business that might be interested in doing something like that, how do you go about it?
Yep, just give us a call and we can get you signed up for, people can choose to do it Saturday or Sunday or both days. But yeah, we do have a lot of new people this year, which is really fun. We have a lot of returning people, and this event wouldn't be possible without the help of the community. So we'd love to see people get involved, and whether it's, you know, in-kind donation, monetary donation, coming on out and doing a trick-or-treat station, seeing all the kids, every little bit helps us. So.
Yes, and it's fun from any aspect of it.
It
It's
is.
just a great, perfect way to start off the Halloween couple of weeks there. So maybe if you want to just recap one more time, dates, times, costs, things like that.
So it is October 18th and 19th from 11 to 3 p.m. The tickets are $5 for an adult, $3 for a child, and 1 and under are free. And you can buy them anytime right now at Festival, the park shop, or you can definitely get them the day of too. You don't have to have one in advance.
Great. And where can we go for more information? I know you guys have a really nice Facebook page that you keep up pretty well.
Yep.
Or the website?
Yep, both of those. We have all of our sponsors. If you want to check that out too, definitely, like I said, we couldn't do it without them, but those are all listed on our website. Also with phone numbers or my email address if you want to get involved. And otherwise, definitely our Facebook page. We kind of put new entertainers on there, new sponsors, or kind of get everything out there for people to know what's going to be coming. So.
Yes. And there's also pictures from past Halloween or Zooloween booths that are so fun to look at, so you can get some costume ideas while you're on there. So, well, it sounds like so much fun. We're really looking forward to it. And Jenny, thanks again for having us out here today.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to take a quick break here on Oshkosh Today, and we'll be right back in the studio with more right after this.
The kittens are coming! The kittens are coming! The Oshkosh Area Humane Society is being invaded by cute, cuddly cats and kittens. They are everywhere and have taken over the shelter. There is no escaping them.
Director, we must do something about all these cats and kittens!
You are right, shelter manager. I know what we'll do. Every cat and kitten in the building is free.
Catzilla Days at the Oshkosh Area Humane Society.
Welcome back to Oshkosh Today, and again, thank you for joining us. We're back in the studio with Lynn Paulus and Cheryl McCarthy from the Oshkosh Altrusa Club, here to tell us about a couple different events. So first of all, thank you ladies so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. Yeah.
So first thing I want to talk about is a big event we've got coming up, the Harlem Ambassadors. Tell us about that. Who exactly are the Harlem Ambassadors?
The Harlem Ambassadors are a basketball show, and it is a high-flying, slam-dunking, fun family event. There's a lot of interaction with the audience and with children at the game.
Oh my gosh. And so it's a game, but also kind of a performance a
Yes.
little bit?
Yes, it's actually a comedy basketball show, and there will be Oshkosh. We have an Oshkosh team that is going to play against the Harlem Ambassadors.
Oh.
So, and that team is the Oshkosh All-Stars.
Excellent. So our own players are
Yes.
playing against these guys.
Yes.
Very cool. And I know you wanted to talk about our players. They've got a little bit of a history here in Oshkosh.
Yes, yeah, we do have some really great players. We have several Oshkosh police officers and several Oshkosh firemen playing.
Awesome.
And then the Oshkosh All-Stars, with them will be Andy Polka, and he is a former West State Championship and Loyola basketball. And Tim Jarmuza, he's a former West champ and a Wisconsin Badger. And we have Matt Lewis, he's the UWO assistant basketball coach. And Nick Levy, he's the founder and CEO of the Oshkosh Gus Macker basketball team that they have down here on Main Street. And we have Jacob Crow and Brian Crow. They are players with Oshkosh West. And Brad Clark, he is with the Ripon Basketball Association there. So we have some really, really great players.
Yes, we're going to have to come and cheer them on against these Harlem ambassadors.
Yes, yes.
So what other?
It'll be fun.
Yeah, and outside of the game, what other special things will be going on that day that we can look forward to?
Well, basically that day, the event is at Oshkosh North High School, and it starts at 6 p.m. and the doors open at 5 p.m. So those that arrive early, there'll be some intermingling with the players and just getting the whole crowd excited for the game to start.
Getting them all pumped up for the game.
Exactly, exactly.
And how much does it cost to go?
It is $10 per adult and $5 per student for advance tickets.
Okay.
At the door, it'll be $12 and $7. And then children 4 and under are free.
Where can we get tickets from?
You can get the tickets at the 3 festival foods, Oshkosh, Neenah, and Fond du Lac, Cristiano's Pizza in Oshkosh, and Travel Leaders in Oshkosh.
So lots of options.
Yes, yes, they're all over.
And who's the sponsor for this event? What is this all supporting?
Okay, well, it is supporting the Oshkosh Police Department for body cameras and the Oshkosh Fire Department for the heart compression machines. The sponsors for this event are the Oshkosh Altrusa Club, and we have Bank First National, Cristiano's Pizza, Fox Graphics, and the Hawthorne Suites here in Oshkosh.
Wow, so it's another great event here in Oshkosh that the whole community gets behind, really.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be just a fun-filled evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
And are the Harlem ambassadors? They're kind of a little bit like the Harlem Globetrotters, yes?
Yes. Yeah. They're very similar to that. They do the basketball tricks, the fun slam dunkings, and just a lot of mingling with the audience also.
So fun for all ages too.
Yes.
I'm
Oh
sure.
my gosh. Yes. Families. Yeah. All ages. It'll be great.
Yes. And this is sponsored by the Altrusa Club. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit about the mission of the Altrusa Club.
Altrusa is a volunteer organization. We do fundraising for community projects. You name a community project, and we probably got our hands in it somehow. Our main goal is for literacy, so we do a lot with that.
Excellent. And then another event that we have, you guys are so busy, all this stuff going on this fall, the Harvest Moon Art and Craft Fair. This is an annual event that we look forward to every year. And I was just telling you, it feels like you were just in here last year. We were talking about this. So when is the event this year?
This is our 6th annual, and it's November 1st on a Saturday. And it's at the Hilton Garden Inn on 20th Street by the airport in Oshkosh.
Excellent. And this is an arts and crafts sale. So what exactly is going to be for sale? What kinds of things can we look for?
We've got such a variety of things. They're all one-of-a-kind things by artists and crafters around the state. And to list a few, we've got paintings, pottery, glass, jewelry, something for everybody. We've got sports memorabilia for the guys. We got doll clothes for the kids, a little faux fur, and some felted purses, some baskets, some holiday decoration kind of things. So a little bit of everything.
Yes, something for everyone.
Right.
Once again. And like you said, holiday decorations, it's never too early to start
right,
shopping
exactly,
for
right.
What other kinds of things are going to be going on at the sale that, outside of the arts and crafts sale?
We will be having a bake sale. We'll be selling our world famous pecans, fresh picked the week before. We'll be having a Wheel of Fortune where you can spin a wheel and win some prizes. And we've also got Oshkosh Afghans for sale and a book fair.
Oh, Oshkosh Afghans. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Afghans with pictures of prominent Oshkosh buildings on them. Really interesting.
Wow.
Very wonderful gifts.
Very interesting. Well, those will be a hot item, I'm sure.
I think so.
Yes. Tell us more about the book fair. We've got a book fair going on.
Right. It's a Scholastic book fair, and anybody with school-age children are familiar with Scholastic books. So we're putting on a fair with a little bit of a twist. We've got a school competition, and the school that brings in the most people to buy the most items will receive $500 Scholastic dollars for their school. So we've got a little school competition going on, and that's always fun.
Yes. Oh, that's always good to have that competition in there, get them going. And again, this is all to benefit the Altrusa Club. Where are the funds from this event going towards?
Well, we've got some literacy projects going. We like to donate to the Winnebago Literacy Council, Imagination Library, and we started supporting the little free libraries.
Yes.
And so we've got our hands in a few literacy projects.
Yes. And those little free libraries, they are popping up like
Adorable.
daisies everywhere.
They're so darling.
Love 'em.
Yes. Yes.
And where can you find more about Altrusa? Would you any websites or anything like
On
that?
our website, altrusaofoshkosh.org, and it will tell you all about Altrusa. They'll have information about Harvest Moon on there, and if artists want to take a look and maybe register for the event, it's not too late to register. All that information and registration is on the website.
Wonderful.
Or you could call 920-231-2643 for more information.
Yes, and like I said, you guys are just crazy busy, but it's so great how much good you're doing here in the community, and we really look forward to both the Harlem Ambassadors and the Arts and Crafts Fairs. So thank you both ladies so much for coming in and telling us about them.
Thank you very much.
We're going to take a quick break here on Oshkosh Today, and when we come back, we'll take a few minutes to focus on health with our friends at Aurora. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jordy Nelson. Did you know Wisconsin is rich with the heroes of World War II? These dedicated men and women, that living history, they were the backbone of our military during the war. Please join me and honor our World War II veterans by signing them up for an honor flight to Washington, D.C. Let's thank them for their service and see a memorial built in their honor. Go to wisconsinhonorflight.org and find a hub in your area. Help us honor the ones that deserve it the most.
On the surface, the simple pleasures in life are going on all around us. But inches beneath the surface, utility lines are carrying electricity, gas, and more to your home. Digger's Hotline helps avoid costly or dangerous mistakes. It doesn't matter how deep you're digging, call 811 or click diggershotline.com 3 working days before you start your project, and we'll help take the risk out of digging. Protect your simple pleasures. Know what's below.
Welcome back to Oshkosh Today, and now it's that time of show to take a few minutes and focus on health with our friends at Aurora Healthcare. This week we'll learn about how an athlete, young or not so young, can experience a sudden loss of breath for a variety of reasons. Let's take a closer look at exercise-induced vocal cord dysfunction.
This Focus on Health segment is brought to you by Aurora Healthcare.
Hello and welcome to Focus on Health. I'm Ted Stefaniak. Today we're at the Aurora Medical Center in Oshkosh. We're in the Pulmonary Function Department. Now I'm standing in front of a treadmill, and no, I will not be getting on it today, but it is one of the tools used to help diagnose exercise-induced vocal cord dysfunction. And that's the topic today as we talk to Dr. Anita Geller-Ragoni. We've talked about this in the past, but this is a little bit different. What is exercise-induced vocal cord dysfunction?
Well, when we think about the vocal cords, we think of them as producing speech for us, but also they help to allow air into the lungs and monitor air coming in and out of the lungs. So in vocal cord dysfunction, what happens is instead of the vocal cords opening when we breathe in, they actually can close as we're breathing in, opposite of what we would expect to happen, which is why it's also called paradoxical vocal fold motion. we call it vocal cord dysfunction. It's easier to understand, it makes more sense, but that's what's actually happening in this scenario.
Now, we've heard of exercise-induced asthma, vocal cord asthma. Now, is that a different problem?
Yes, it's very different actually, but it's often, vocal cord dysfunction with exercise is often mistaken for asthma, and often people aren't responding to the treatments, and that's when they'll be seen by somebody like me because they're not responding to what we would normally treat exercise-induced asthma with, which would be inhalers. The difference mainly is that with exercise-induced vocal cord dysfunction, they will often feel like it's hard to catch their breath, and it's often early in the activity, versus asthma, which tends to be later on in the activity or at rest. Also, they might notice that it's out of proportion to their normal level of activity, where normally maybe it's a marathon runner that could run a full marathon, and now they're having trouble even doing a couple miles.
Yeah, and I know you've done some running, you're a runner, and I've coached some basketball, and I've had situations where the kids all of a sudden can't breathe, and the parents say, you know, well, our kids never had asthma before, what's going on? And many times it's exactly what you're talking about with the exercise-induced vocal cord dysfunction.
That's true, and actually that's a good point, because what often happens is if it's exercise-induced vocal cord dysfunction, it can be very alarming, and they'll sometimes pull the person out of the game if it's a basketball game, or they'll stop the race if it's a track meet, and it's alarming to everybody around them, often causing emergency room visits, or some people just stop the activity altogether because it's so uncomfortable. Versus, like you mentioned, with exercise-induced asthma, if it's truly asthma, they often have had issues with asthma-like symptoms before, maybe viruses that settled into their lungs, or they have allergies or allergy-induced breathing difficulties.
And when you're going through that, you mentioned how alarming it is. It's scary, especially when it's a younger kid that's having trouble breathing. Is there something we can do immediately if it is exercise-induced vocal cord dysfunction? Is there something that we can do to help alleviate the problem?
Yes, so there's a few things I'll teach people. One is that they can take a quick sniff. So by taking a quick sniff, it actually helps to relax the vocal cords or open the vocal cords. Also, just breathing in through their nose, we call it belly breathing, where you try to breathe in through your nose, allowing your stomach to come out, and then breathing out with your lips pursed. So that's one of the breathing techniques, so in through the nose and out through pursed lips. That can also help to alleviate the symptoms. I'll also often use an inhaler that they could take. I try to have athletes do that before the event, but I'll have some people use it acutely, and that can help too. Yeah. It's a different type of inhaler than is used for asthma, though.
Right, but with the breathing techniques, it's helping to relax the vocal cord then?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you go through something like that, if you or your child experiences something like that, it's good to alleviate the problem, but probably a good idea to get into your doctor to get it checked out to make sure it's nothing more serious.
Yes, I think that's important, because the symptoms of vocal cord dysfunction can be very diverse and can present in many ways, similar to many other things that we see. So asthma or heart problems, you know, they might experience chest pain. So yes, I think it's important that they have a full evaluation and rule out that truly do the necessarily testing to make sure it's not asthma.
Yeah. How is that diagnosed?
So what I usually do is I go through a very detailed history and figure out when are their symptoms and what alleviates them. And then we also will often do something where they'll run on a treadmill, and then I'll actually look at their vocal cords. So I'll have them actually run on the treadmill, and then I look at their vocal cords with this laryngoscope, we call this, and it's a very small tube with a camera at the end that we're able to put through the nasal passage, and then it'll view the vocal cords. And I'll do it right after they get off of the treadmill. So when I have them run on the treadmill, I'll have them run until we can elicit the symptoms they have during their activity.
Yeah. And if there is a problem, what is typically a treatment?
So the breathing exercises like we talked about to help with the acute needs, but then speech and language pathology often also works with me. And they'll do some coaching, helping them to both prevent the acute events, but also to help get them through the events when they have them. They'll actually have the individual run on a treadmill or run up and down stairs, and then watch them breathe so they can help them manage these episodes.
Yeah. It's always amazing to me You could just be having a great game, playing. You've never experienced it before, but it all of a sudden happens. Do we know what is actually triggering these episodes?
Well, for some people, it can be anxiety related. So you'll often see this in young athletes, high school. They're really trying to work hard in the game. It's high stakes game for whatever reason, and stresses them out, and then they'll have an attack. But for some people, they have some underlying issues. Up to half of the people with exercise-induced vocal cord dysfunction do have also exercise-induced asthma. So if they have that, which can make it harder to breathe, and then this is on top of it, it can really exacerbate the attacks. If they have allergies and they have a lot of postnasal drainage, that can irritate the vocal cords, as well as heartburn or gastroesophageal reflux coming up and irritating the vocal cord area. So we treat all of those things.
A lot of things going on or could be going on, so I guess best to get in to see your doctor. Is it best to go through your primary care physician, or can we make an appointment with you right away?
You can make an appointment with me right away. I'm happy to work with individuals through their primary care, or if they feel more comfortable just coming to our clinic, they can certainly call and make an appointment for this.
All right, yeah, it is scary when it happens, so it's best to find out what's going on. We appreciate you taking some time with us today.
Thank you, Todd. Good to see you again.
Now, if you have any questions regarding exercise-induced vocal cord dysfunction or the asthma that Dr. Geller talked about, you can always give her a call here at Aurora at 303-8700. I'm Ted Stefaniak, and we'll see you next time on Focus on Health.
This Focus on Health segment has been brought to you by Aurora Healthcare.
Thanks again, Ted, and it looks like that's going to do it for this episode of Oshkosh Today. Now, before we close out, we want to take a minute to thank a very special someone who has helped us here at Oshkosh Community Media Services for a very long time. Our volunteer, Gary Ross, recently reached the 1,000-hour volunteer milestone with us. He's been helping us here with production since 1995 and has been here since the very beginning of the Oshkosh Today program. Not only has he been working with us here at OCM, he also served the city on the Oshkosh Fire Department for 30 years, supports First English Lutheran Church by recording weekly services for air on CATV2, and even appears on Oshkosh Today every Christmas as good old St. Nick for the annual Fire Department food and toy drive. We can always count on him to be here with us with our productions, parades, and of course Oshkosh Today, as well as to make us laugh with his signature Gary sense of humor. He's our official audio professional, and luckily he hasn't faded out my microphone yet for this surprise thank you slideshow. All in all, Gary is a stand-up guy and definitely deserves credit for everything he's done for OCM and for the Oshkosh community. We're all so thankful for the time he has devoted to Oshkosh Community Media Services, and so much that we do here at OCM would not be the same without Gary. So thank you so much, Gary. It's so great to have you as a part of our team, and we are looking forward to another 1,000 volunteer hours from you. So with that, we're going to close out. Thank you so much for joining us on Oshkosh Today. Make sure you tune into CATV2 for all your community programming. Check us out at oshkoshcommunitymedia.org for replays of your favorite shows, or go to our YouTube channel and share them with your friends. Of course, you can also hear Oshkosh Today and other programs on the radio at 101.9 WOCT, which is also streaming online on the OCMS website or on the TuneIn Radio app for mobile devices. Don't forget to like our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter for both city and programming updates. And finally, if you're a Pinterest fan, check out our board for the latest snapshots of the city. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, you can email me at emackowski@ci.oshkosh.wi.us. Thanks again for joining us for the first episode of the new look of Oshkosh Today, and we'll see you next time.
Oshkosh Today was supported in part by the Friends of OCM and Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. To find replay times for Oshkosh Today, to be a guest on the show, or to watch online, visit our website at oshkoshcommunitymedia.org.